Hey, Brian.
Hey, Tony.
Can you believe we're recording episode 7?
It is episode 7.
And we are recording.
From Shameless Plug Studios, naturally.
Of course, which we still, I think, need to make. Nah, we don't need to make a Foursquare thing.
Nah, probably not.
Nah, probably not.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see who's the mayor. Well, then again, you can't win that race.
No, because
I could check in every day.
Exactly.
And put myself way ahead.
I'll be like, oh, Brian must be doing some audio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Naturally.
It'll be like a time clock. Except I'm not getting paid.
No.
Oh.
Why would we be? We should be, though, for doing this.
Yeah, I agree.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, if anybody out there knows anyone who wants to throw any money our way, my hand's always open.
That's right. If you need to make donations, we don't have a donate button, but you can just find me.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
I'm more than happy to give my PayPal address out if someone wants to make a donation.
And win.
I see no problem with this.
No, me neither. Not at all, in the least, ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to hear something amazing?
Yes.
Because I was telling you a little bit about this earlier.
Actually, I changed my mind. I no longer want to hear anything else.
All right, moving on. For a while there, I lost my nice little white Apple earbuds. Mm-hmm. That come with and they're actually really nice earbuds.
I wouldn't know.
They come with the damn thing.
Yeah, mine are still in the little plasticky thing they came in.
Oh,
I haven't used them yet.
Good place for them. Mm-hmm. But we lost them, right? And I really bums me out because I like having us talk on the phone. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I ended up finding them in a pocket of shorts that I washed and dried. I'm
nice.
like, motherfuck.
That is crisp.
They still work. Can you believe that shit?
No, I can't actually.
Neither can I.
You would think that since they're stock ones, that they would just be they would have disintegrated.
Yeah, because I know I'm like, oh,
if
man.
nothing else, because they were in your musky shorts.
That too.
Earbuds are not meant to survive the musky jungle.
No, and then a wash and a dry, and our washing machines. I'm pretty sure they can Voltron up. They kind of look fancy like that.
Wow.
So I'm sure they're nice and rough on the clothes, but
wow. Yeah, our washer and
amazed.
dryer would be like the car Voltron at best. Probably not even that.
What was it? Season 5?
Sure. I don't know, man. That's going ways back.
I couldn't believe it because I found them. I'm like, oh. Because, the funny thing is I was blaming Jeannie that, these are mine. Clearly you lost yours. Mm-hmm. When actually I lost mine.
No,
seems.
she probably actually put them in the shorts pocket.
It's a conspiracy. It's not, see? I like your thinking, Brian. It's not my fault.
Right. You did not watch the grassy knoll.
I did not.
And she got you.
Yep, she sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
It's all right. She'll never know that you have these theories.
Nope, because
Uh-oh.
It's not like she's on top of me early in the morning going, why can't I download this?
There's that.
Ugh, what a nightmare that was last week.
Oh, tell me about it.
Ugh.
I spent hours trying to fix that garbage.
Yeah.
And it ended up being the dumbest shit possible, of course.
Well, naturally.
Ugh.
That's what happens. We're podcast rookies still.
Yeah, that's it.
Once we hit 10, then we're...
Don't make any promises.
Well, that's when we level up.
I was gonna say,
I
we might still go full.
my skill points.
We might still go full retard after level 10. You never know.
That's true. Anything's possible.
I always figured that's got to be our last episode. If we ever decide to pull this to an end,
title full retard.
Full retard, and we just go all out and put it all out there, and it's over.
Oh man.
There
might be some problems.
Yeah.
Oof.
And what are you going to do, right? It's like Human Torch. He knows if he goes like
Nova
supernova or whatever. Yeah. But he's done.
So we go full retard, and then starts like the race wars and the end of the world.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, my. We better keep that contained.
Exactly. It's tough to do. That's why we're doing the podcast. Because otherwise this stuff is building up inside.
So we got to keep it to ourselves because those guys might show up and throw us in a crate and take us in that big warehouse and, Lost Ark.
That's true.
Oh, my.
Top men. Taking care of us.
Taking care of business.
Yep.
Every day.
Yeah, all right. We should probably stop.
Dude, it's G. Giles.
I know, but I don't want to get sued.
Oh, you're right. That's copyrighted material. What the hell's wrong with me?
I think there's a limit.
I think I probably passed it.
Shh.
I said taken care of, and it was like there's klaxons going off everywhere.
Uh-huh. Probably not.
Nah, you're right.
Somewhere they're standing outside of a McDonald's.
Once again, it's Jay Giles.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're about to play some City Fest somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey.
Like, damn it, over that smell of barbecue ribs and elephant ears,
Yep.
someone's pirating our song.
They're like, my needs a sandwich sense is tingling.
Dude, I could go for a hoagie right now.
I bet you could.
Man, that sounds good.
Man, let's stop this and get some hoagies.
No. Correction. Let me edit myself.
Heroes?
Roman burger.
Nice.
Oh.
I haven't had one of those since
the last time we had Roman burgers.
Yeah, which was also, coincidentally, the last time I'd had one since the last time we had one.
Yeah. Apparently I'm your Roman burger dealer.
You are? Whoa. Sorry about that.
Don't headbutt the mic.
I didn't headbutt it. I just rubbed my chin bristles up against it.
I was like, I know you didn't headbutt it. It's still standing.
Yeah. If I had headbutted it, you wouldn't be hearing me anymore.
It's like driving a nail.
Yeah, it would be, too. It'd be in the wall over there.
Yep.
Yeah, site reference.
Hey, they work great in this medium.
Yeah, sure they don't.
Ugh.
So should we dive into the fascinating television we both watched?
Oh, I don't know if it was fascinating.
As per the request of Mr. Daniel Devaney,
yes,
we
maybe our number 2 fan.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
See.
We'll have to see how the polls come back.
He comments a lot, so it knocks him up there.
It's true.
You know,
it's true. He does harass us. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Harris.
We know Becky doesn't listen.
No.
No.
Andy might. Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
No.
This is probably too complicated for either of them.
Exactly.
Too fancy. Monocle fancy, if you will.
Double monocle fancy.
Double monocle fancy. Correct. So, Dan asked us to watch the Hulk Hogan's Midget Championship Wrestling.
Micro.
Yeah, it's Micro Championship Wrestling.
It's, kickable people wrestling.
They are kickable.
Yes.
Very kickable.
Very good. There's a few of them I'd love the roundhouse kick.
It's got to be tough.
I could do it because I can't have to get my leg up that high. I'm not that flexible.
I could probably do it, and I'm probably, not even as flexible as you are.
I don't know, man. I'm like Tin Man. It's a problem.
You got to get the old or the oil can out.
Oh, man, it's not good.
That's a mess. Oh, man. So, the premise of this show is that there's a midget. And I'm calling them midgets because they want to be called midgets.
That's how they refer to themselves.
Almost all of them, and I'll actually almost quote the show. There's one guy who literally on the blades of his forearms, the under part of his forearms, has midget on one arm and life on the other arm. And he actually, when someone called him a little person, was like, it's not called little person wrestling. It's called midget wrestling. So if there's anyone who's offended by that, whatever, bite my knee.
Yeah, it's as far up as they can get.
Exactly. Well,
that's the joke. I explained it. There's nothing funny, Brian, in explaining a punchline.
Sight gags.
Well, that's true.
Sight gags. Careful. We don't want to hurt ourselves this early.
Yeah.
So, the
guy that runs the Midget League,
yeah.
Is that Perry Saturn?
You know what? I don't think it is. I actually looked his name up. His name is Johnny G is what he goes by.
Uh-huh.
He used to be Johnny Attitude. And apparently he wrestled in WCW for a while. I watched a match of his with Goldberg where he actually, as he's coming out to the ring, he's mocking Goldberg's intro, which was kind of humorous.
That's kind of funny.
But, yeah, I think that's about the top level he ever hit was, probably being in a match with Goldberg.
Yeah.
He didn't have that. He actually had his head shaved and whatnot at the time, too. He didn't have that fantastic, mascara-painted mohawk.
Yeah, that was... I love the cardboard template.
That is great. Yeah, I'll give him
awesome.
that. Yeah. I was like, wow. How long did it take him to... how did they do that? You know what I mean? Do they put it on his head and then measure it out? Or did they just, did somebody have a box cutter... and they were just
That's a good question. I don't know.
To be so accurate because it's perfect.
It fits on his mohawk perfectly. You're right.
Yeah.
It's so squared off, they might have measured the shit out. And then...
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
I don't know.
I'd like to
Maybe it's elf powers. And look at the cast of the show.
It's true.
It's
true. Could be.
Little elfin magic.
Yes. Real quick, let me do the premise of the show.
Oh, okay.
So this Johnny G guy and one midget who thinks he's Rey Mysterio.
What was his name?
It starts with a D. Demo?
Demo, that's it.
Demo's his name. Okay. Who I will say is actually a pretty decent wrestler.
Did you see the way he runs, though?
Yeah, he's pretty bow-legged. He looks like John Wayne walking.
Dude, his legs are swinging out to this. It's like wax on, wax off of his feet as he's running.
Yeah, when I said John Wayne walking, I meant now. If he were a zombie. I don't mean back
zombie
in the day.
John Wayne.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Even more stiff and bow-legged.
I think I shot him in Red Dead.
That'll happen.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, but he does a good job. Like, did you see him when he flips up onto the top rope, though? That's pretty, pretty agile for a fun-sized person.
Fun size.
So, they're trying to start a midget wrestling league, and it doesn't really go so well. Like, it shows them wrestling at a frat party.
Yeah.
And
little...
the emo midget.
Yeah, emo midget, goth midget. Looks like he's
trying to be Vampiro?
Yeah. I was thinking he looks like any black metal lead singer, if anyone's into that.
He looks like Midget Danzig.
Kind of. Not as cut.
No.
But I would love to see Midget Danzig in a little net shirt.
I bet you would.
It's it's Mother, but he's just blaming Mother for drinking during his birth.
Oh, that's terrible.
What?
He has a little punchline.
He certainly is.
So it doesn't go real well. They do the whatever. It shows the emo midget and what's his name, Bixel or something like that.
It's
Bixley. I don't remember.
It's something with a B. I don't know.
Him and Demo don't seem to get along well. But
no.
what I quickly realized is
scripting,
that this show is. They don't draw a line between what is a work, and for those who don't know what a work is, that means a storyline where they pretend it's real but it isn't real.
Right.
Whether something's a work or whether it actually is violence between these two.
Yeah.
And given that the way the kind of things go, I'm gonna guess that it was all a work. Because most of that show is a work.
Yeah, the whole show is a work.
Yeah, like Hogan, like when what's his name from the Nasty Boys, fucking throws the emo
Brian
midget
Knobs.
Yeah, when he wings the Bixley or whatever his name is out of the ring, that was funny. And then they take him off on the damn stretcher. And first of all, I'm like, why didn't they just use a cutting board?
Well, true.
Why are they using a full size whatever? It's like putting your cat on a full-size toboggan.
The amount of times they showed him getting thrown between the ropes and hitting
was hilarious.
That too. But I've watched enough wrestling in my youth that you could tell he was fine. He did the head whiplash, he really hit hard, and it's not that well done. Yeah,
not to mention, he was able to get out of the ambulance and get back into
the tour bus or whatever, or was it an RV or something?
Well, whatever. Call it a tour bus. To them, that thing's spacious.
You're right. That's like
they sleep in the
USS
cupboards.
Constitution to them.
Like I said, they're sleeping up in the cupboards.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Open. Where do you keep the knives open up? There's one of the wrestlers.
Hey, where's Meatball? Oh, he's in the crisper.
Meatball.
Meatball was my favorite. Meatball, his catchphrase or whatever is that he's the world's largest midget, which is freaking hilarious.
But I don't know about the stink face.
I know. Well, the first stink face, I was like, wow, that's pretty rough. Like where he throws the dirty underbreeches or whatever on the person's head and then rubs his bare ass over the top of it.
Bare midget ass.
Yeah, and it's a pretty large midget ass, though.
It really is.
But then later when he does it 3 times to that one guy, that's just bare ass on face. That's not
over and over again.
Yeah, that's not even like Rikishi, where at least he had that sumo thong on.
Yes.
Or whatever. Like, this dude is like, I mean, he's rubbing, he's making you go nose to eye.
Yeah.
And
it's not a good thing.
No.
So let's see. We got Demo. We got Blitzen. Meatball.
Again.
Is it what was it like? Hardware or Junkyard? I don't remember what it looks like.
Justice.
Maybe that's the dude I'm thinking of.
The one that got arrested for pissing from the building, or almost got arrested.
If there was Midget Pantera, he could easily be a member.
You're correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Justice was his name.
Okay. Why did I say Hardware?
I don't know.
Because that's how unimportant these midgets are to me.
It's funny. That's why you said it.
Yeah, I guess.
My favorite of the episode, aside from Meatball, because Meatball is a fucking man. He's a beast. My favorite. Well, also, did you notice the one part where what's his name, Bixley or Blitzen or whatever his name is, hits Meatball with the cookie sheet, again air quotes, cookie sheet,
right?
Because those are the worst cookie sheets I've ever seen.
It looks like, sorry Dan, it looks like your throwaway grill cover.
It really does. Yeah.
That we all mocked you about.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like those the lids to those those big serving platters, those foil ones, And did you notice, like, when he hits Meatball just stands there?
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I was like, that's
way
fantastic.
to sell it, Meatball.
Well, he's a beast. You can't just take him down like that.
Well, true, but it is a bad cookie sheet. You think he'd at least try to lick it or something.
It's true.
Yeah.
I hadn't considered that because you don't mess with his sandwich.
No, you don't mess with his. God damn it! I hated that show.
It was pretty awful.
And boy, not that it surprises me, but, Hulkster's getting up there in age, and boy was he barely in the show.
Yeah.
But Brian Knobs looks like he looked like shit before.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
now he really looks like shit.
I'll give Hogan a ton of credit though. Every freaking TV project he's on, like this, like he also had that celebrity wrestling or whatever,
right?
And he was one of the trainers. It was him and Brutus Beefcake were the trainers.
Oh, Knobs?
Yeah,
they must be old school buddies.
Yeah, the three. Yeah, so at least I'll give him credit that at least he's trying to get his friends some work.
I just think it's funny that he was in the beginning of the show, and then he's like, "Oh, brothers, I let my buddy Knobs train these guys." So he's like, he just completely hands off the whole premise. And then he's on a video screen.
Well, he's too busy, messing around with girls that are like 12 years old.
I was probably going to say living in a one-room apartment 2 blocks from his old mansion.
Now, dude, a one-room apartment's not, it is just not large enough to contain the largest ego in the world.
That's true.
Arms.
And, in glorious, glistening high definition.
Yes.
That is that hair coming out of that do-rag is
pretty awful, isn't it?
It looks like Barbie doll hair.
It really does. Yeah.
Come on, Hogan.
The worst part is that he has got to have the largest receded hairline that's ever happened.
Yes.
I mean, it's seriously back behind, like it's as low as probably almost as the bottom of his ears.
It's mid-shoulder blade.
in the middle. You know what I mean? It looks like he's got a towel that he taped to his ears and didn't tape in the middle of his head almost.
The horseshoe.
Yeah, he's one of the few people I can actually make fun of their hair for. So I was like, "Oof, Hogan."
Yeah,
Did you see that freaking bedazzled shirt he was wearing?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And, what was with the, Jeannie brought this up. She's like, why is he wearing a Brahma bowl? Because it looked like The Rock's Brahma bowl almost. Yeah.
He looked like if they were doing like a revival of a thing of The Rock's life on Broadway. That would be The Rock's shirt, On the back it would say, finally The Rock has come back to Broadway or whatever,
Ooh, boy. Now someone's going to hear this and do it.
Yes.
And it's going to be, have music by U2.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because Bono will save the world with it.
Exactly.
So, mm-hmm. That's what he does. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I was mentioned that one of my favorite parts of this was when they were trying out new wrestlers.
Right.
The Pimp.
Pimp wrestler.
Oh, my God.
Did you see his name?
Oh, it was Huggy.
Huggy Cub.
Huggy Cub. Nice. Well, I love that he was what was it? The biggest pimp in the world in the smallest package, I think was what he...
Yeah. See, I could get behind that one.
Well, they brought him on.
Did you see when he didn't have his hat on, though?
Yeah.
Was that one of the most jacked up heads you've ever seen in your life?
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
That was like, I don't know what was going on in the forehead, and it looked like a gourd. Almost.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was pretty wicked.
Those midget jeans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they never fit right.
No, they don't.
See, what I did there was I took the word jean, and then jeans like the kind you'd wear.
Punchline explaining from Brian.
Wow, that was a fantastic soundbite there.
Hey, thanks. That's what I do.
The other dude, it made me laugh. The other guy, I forgot what he called his name. Was it Sergeant Swole, I think was his name?
It was just Sarge.
No, they had something else in it. It was Swole.
I missed it then.
Positive
I missed it.
That it was Sergeant Swole because he was, talking about how muscular he was doing his one-hand push-ups. And I'm like, dude, you're pushing up like 5 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, although I will, give him credit that, those are pretty tiny arms to be pushing that weight.
Yeah, but when you got hands that look like meatloafs, you'll be all right.
Wow. That is a meatloaf I do not want to eat.
Dirty midget meatloaf hand.
That sounds like something that would be in line with like what stink palming is.
It's easy for him too.
He got the right old midget meatloaf hand. That's disgusting.
So, is there anyone we missed?
That's the midget version of a Dirty Sanchez. That's what that is.
Oh Oh, Midgie Sanchez. Oh, boy.
Ooh. Yeah, we didn't talk about...
The broads.
Yeah. How'd you like the thing where they had, like, the swimmies on their hand and they were boxing?
No, those were the stupid inflatable... God, Logan used to have one of them. We used to beat the crap out of each other with them.
Yeah.
Rock'em bopper. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They're giant inflatable things that you hold and then punch each other, essentially.
Yes. They're not real entertaining.
No.
And it was not real entertaining to watch them.
Sure was not.
I mean, you got what? Stars or Starry Night? Whatever the new one's midget. And she was like, this is her dream. And she was like the tough bitch. You know?
Yeah, she was the tough bitch that started sobbing as soon as, the first bit of adversity hit her.
As soon as, quote-unquote, Hogan called and said they weren't wrestling.
Oh, no doubt. Real quick, did you notice? All right, so the thing starts out with the big show that night. Now, I don't mean the big show as in, the massive 7-foot wonder. I'm talking about.
I would love to see him in there throwing midgets around.
Choke slamming one.
Just walk in and kick one through some uprights.
I was just going to say, better yet, his new finishing move is he just punches someone right in the face.
That's a midget.
No, but that would be much
better. It's like
better.
midget brass knuckles.
Yes.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Pick a picture. He picks it up and then notice. He picks it up and just tapes it to his hand and just starts punching people. Yeah. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. So the show starts with the various matches, and then damn it, what's his name again? Knobs. He's like he tells him that I just got off the phone with Hogan, and he says whatever, go get it or whatever it is, some motivational bullshit that Hogan probably didn't say.
No,
because I didn't hear the words, say your prayers, take your vitamins, believe in yourself, believe in God, and
don't forget brother.
Yeah. So I didn't hear any of that, so I'm not believing that it was from Hogan.
No.
Or dude, So, and then it goes on for a little bit. There's the random midget wrestling. And then, like you were referring to, then Knobs goes in the back and he's like, oh, Hogan just called again. And it's like, where's he watching from?
Yeah.
This is not on TV.
No.
Well, I'm not guessing.
I would certainly hope not.
Yeah, it's like if it's on TV, it's like cable access maybe.
Well, because he
up in he was probably up in a booth, is what it was.
Well, because originally it was the broads, the stars, and the blonde one who's
Bella,
oddly hot for a midget.
Whoa, slow down!
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I bet she sucks a mean kneecap.
You betcha. But they. They're like, oh, you guys aren't ready, you're not wrestling because you're not boxing tonight. And they both sob and cry. And then that's when Knobs comes in, oh, you're going to take part in the Battle Royale. Hogan just called.
Yeah.
And I agree. I'm like, what do you mean he just called? Is he FaceTiming this match?
Yes, that's what it was. He had his iPhone just set somewhere in the...
I mean, yeah.
Stop it. Hogan doesn't have an iPhone. He's probably got like some...
clamshell.
Yeah. Some phone from 10 years ago. Did you see what the catchphrase of the MCW was?
Yeah, half the size, twice the violence, or whatever it was.
That's a pretty good catchphrase.
That's a good one.
I like that.
It's a good one. Hey, and what was it? God, this show was so crazy. I had a hard time.
Dude, how'd you like when they came down for their entrance? Did you see the floating image in the background, like on the Jumbotron thing?
No, I missed it.
In the background, you know how they had the MCW logo that was in the bright green.
Right.
They did an overlay that moved. You can see my hand moving. People at home can't, but pretend like I'm drunk and waving hi at you. And
excellent.
I thought it was pretty good. So basically, it would show the image of the person, and it was going like this, like it was like some spooky ghost on Scooby Doo or something. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
So the cop, we're jumping all over the place, but who cares?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Hardware, when he was pissing in the alley,
right,
and got arrested.
Yep.
How terrible of an actor was that guy as a cop?
Oh, no doubt.
It was so bad.
Yeah. Oh, your night's over, or you're done for the night. He kept saying that.
And what gets me is,
first of all, how's a security guard putting you under arrest?
Well, he had a badge, so.
Oh, so?
Exactly.
Fuck, I had a badge too. Mine came out of Fruity Pebbles.
But if that dude was an actual,
I was
authority,
a sheriff.
Because they're freaking out. What was it, Demo or me? I don't remember. Somebody called Mascara Head, because I don't remember his name either.
Johnny G.
Yeah. And wherever he's at, he shows up to to help the situation out.
Yeah.
You'd think this little midget would be in the clink already by the time he gets there.
But well, they don't put him in the clink. They take him to the animal rescue thing, and they put him in one of the animal cells.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I realized yesterday, because I normally do not watch anything reality television, I now know why. But
this has midgets.
That's a big bonus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all it really is. It's like a televised freak show.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
I mean, when you really boil it down, because, you know...
Instead of having, like, the guy with the super long beard, you have Hogan, who essentially has that on the back of his head.
Yes, but it's not a real beard. That's the problem.
That's true.
I don't know. It was fascinating to watch, just because, you know, people aren't going... Dude, I love midget wrestling. I can't wait for the show to come on. People are like, there's going to be midgets flipping around. This is going to be hysterical.
I actually wanted to watch it for the midget wrestling.
Well, okay.
And for the flipping around.
There's a small percentage of people.
And actually, part of it was also because in the previews for it, I saw one hit the other one in the head with a cookie sheet, and I was like, hey, you know, violence.
Although, I have an idea, Brian.
Sorry, an aluminum foil sheet.
I'm thinking in my yard, we dig a pit. Mm-hmm. We do, like, midget dogfighting kind of thing.
Whoa, careful.
What?
Someone will get mad at us over that. It'll be like PETA and Pet
No.
will be after
Not
us.
actual dogs.
Oh.
Just with midgets.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know, because dogs are more important to people, according to, you know, PETA or PETA or whatever. Mm-hmm. From what I've noticed.
It's true. No one cares about midgets anyway.
No, and they're easy to bury. They're small.
In theory, yeah.
Tiny skeletons. It'll be fine.
That's a good point. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Just find some creepy guy and just bury a bunch in his backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
That way they'll think it's like, you know, kids.
Until they see those, you know, meatloaf hand skeletons. Those,
the deformed heads. They'll be like, we found the missing link.
It's amazing.
Oddly enough, it was a short link, but...
yeah, and it was only 4 feet in the ground. It's crazy.
But his hands are 5 feet wide. It's like those gloves that you and I had for the...
Oh, the Hulk hands?
No, those white gloves.
Oh, for milk and cheese costume.
Yeah, right. Because gin makes a man mean.
It certainly does. And Merv Griffin.
You are correct, sir.
Followed by 30 more times, lots of violence.
Yes. And if you don't know what milk and cheese is, it's stuff that they get out of a cow, and then later on they do some processed stuff and they make cheese out of it.
Yes.
Or it's also a comic book by Evan Dorkin.
You should look it up because it's hysterical.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm still saying is begging for an Adult Swim cartoon.
Oh, dude, if they made a milk and cheese cartoon...
let me tell you, if they did, the screen wouldn't be white because of the milk.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's all I'm saying.
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
So,
why would I say that?
Yes, I don't know if I'm going to be in for next week's Micro Wrestling
I'll give it one more go.
League of the Hardware Punching People.
Wow, yeah. Well, did you, one last point on it, did you notice how they blurred out the belt?
Yeah,
I was wondering about
that.
The only thing I can think of is that, you know, they were probably, you know, WWE was probably like, hey, you can't use the kid's replica belt of ours on TV. That's just not cool.
Yeah, well, they could have just grabbed, like,
even though it was on clearance at Target.
Any sort of Texas-sized belt buckle would have looked like Goldberg's belt on them. So it would have been fine.
You're right.
It's funny. I don't know why I was blurred. Yeah, I noticed that too, and I thought it was very strange.
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, it's just a replica belt from another league. And
so, do you think they call it the heavyweight champion? And if so, I mean, Meatball's the only one that can own it, right?
Well, I guess it's all relative. What's a heavyweight to a midget? You know?
A brick?
Like if we fought a midget, we'd be like super heavyweights.
It's true.
You know?
No, we'd be uber heavyweights.
That's true. Squared.
Double monocle uber heavyweights.
Questions. Answers. Relativity. Sounds like Joe Rogan. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, except you're not high on the weed.
No, I'm not high in. Although I do have a little coffee. Actually, I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Coffee and some delicious Irish cream.
I bet. The kind you squeeze out of leprechauns.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, like I said, I think I'll give it one more go and see how it goes next week.
I guess we'll have to see how I'm feeling. Because after yesterday, I was like, eesh, ritual suicide was on the table in the last 15 minutes.
Nah, it's not worth it. There's better things to kill yourself over.
Fair enough. Such as being out of coffee and Irish cream.
Yes. So I'm doing the rest of the podcast by myself, am I? You sure are.
Every once in a while, you'll just hear my foot gently sway into the microphone.
It'll be like a horse counting. Clop, clop.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So on my notes of things for us to go over, you have to read the one right there. We'll talk about that one next. Just the way I wrote it is really funny.
Yeah, I agree. That is pretty funny.
So,
good stuff.
Our site of the week is sent to us by the lovely and talented Tony.
Hey.
Is ineedahandjob.com.
You really need to go to the site. And
it's not at all what you expect.
No, it's not.
It's no pornographic nature stuff. It's actually safe for work.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Unless, well, maybe it isn't, but there's no nudity, there's no violence, there's no child porn.
You really need to watch
There's no werewolves.
Promotional video on the site, though.
Yes.
And you really need to buy me a handjob shirt.
Yeah. I am disappointed, though, that the shirt does not say, I need a handjob first.
I agree.
Because it really should.
Yeah.
But
maybe
it's
maybe on the back. I don't know.
Yeah. I do appreciate right here on the site where it says, beware of sloppy imitations. Actually, here, I'm going to read this little snippet here of their product. It says, handjob is the multi-grip system that everyone's talking about. Are you feeling tired, frustrated, overwhelmed? Sounds like you need a handjob. Beware of sloppy imitations. You could expect to pay up to $40 elsewhere. But right now, you can experience all the pleasure and convenience of a genuine handjob for yourself for the low, low price of just $4.95 plus shipping and handling. But wait! Order now and receive a second handjob absolutely free. That's 2 handjobs for under $5. You can't beat it. Keep one for yourself and give one to a friend. Or keep them both. We won't tell. Order yours today, and remember, nothing says I like you this holiday season quite like the gift of a handjob.
See, I didn't see the click here for more awesome videos. I know what I'm doing later.
Watching handjobs?
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fantastic little site this is.
Yeah. So that's definitely our site of the week.
Ooh, sound clips.
Except for the clips part.
Yeah, it's just sounds.
I am a beatbox champion.
Who is that over there? Bismarcky?
I am undefeated in this household. Although, crikey. All right, so we covered that. All right, so let's do some around the horn follow-ups on some stories we've covered in past episodes.
Follow-ups.
And if you're not familiar with those episodes, they're available, much like this one was, for download.
You know what we never did? Shameless plugs.
You're right. You know what would be a great time to do them? Right now.
Da-da-da.
Right
Shameless plugs. This is going to be the most absurd sounding one I think we've had.
It really might be. I feel like we're drunk, but we aren't.
No,
and there's something wrong with that.
Yes.
You've at least had some liquor.
Yeah. I chalk it up to me being just sleepy.
Fair enough. I got nothing as far as why I am.
Yeah, say this is like midday for you.
Yeah, I know, right? What are you going to do? I was up early today.
Maybe.
All right, we'll go with that.
So let's see here. What all do we want to plug? Because we have like 8,000 different things.
I think the best thing is that the hub of like everything for us is probably either the Tumblr or the Facebook. Facebook is, facebook.com/salty language.
Right.
Or just go on Facebook and type in salty language at the top and we should, show up.
Right.
I don't remember the Tumblr address.
Neither do I. I was sitting there just thinking about it like, what the fuck's the Tumblr? I think it's salty_language.tumblr.com, I think.
Yeah.
You know what? At salty_language on Twitter, and there'll be some promotional linkage.
Yep.
And will be better shameless plugs next
and if you want
episode.
And if you want to email us directly, it's saltylanguage@gmail.com.
Once again, we're looking for shit. Thanks, Garrett. You sent us a good one, but I don't think we're going to cover it this week. Yeah.
No, it just went into the queue because we've got lots of good time fun to cover.
Exactly. Sift.
Yeah, as I keep just thrusting stories into that box.
Damn.
I am stuffing that box.
That's right. Work it.
Seriously, dude, this feels like a 4 o'clock conversation type thing,
it's
like
been
we
a
used
while.
to have when we were, wee lads.
That's what I'm saying. I think next one we need to record about 3 in the morning, and it'll be fucking nutty.
Yeah, or corny.
Or corny.
Either way, it'll be a bunch of shit. Seriously, dude, this has got to be the punniest episode we've done.
Oh, it's awfully punny.
It is very. All right, so let's do this. You ready?
Do's it.
All right, start us up. It's that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Way to be prepared, asshat.
That's what I do. No, if you all remember us us, probably more me. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
going AWOL about the Blu-ray changes to the Star Wars DVDs and whatnot.
No.
Well, it turns out that back in, what does that say, 88? Yes.
Sure.
Back in 88, George Lucas made a speech about preserving films and, whatnot. And he has, I'm not going to read the whole goddamn thing because it's pretty long what he had to say. But it all sums up in this quote. It's
Nice.
People who alter or destroy works of art and our cultural heritage for profit or as an exercise of power are barbarians. Fast forward.
I do appreciate that
That's what
George
he's
Lucas
doing.
gave us that sound clip as well.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It was really hard trying to put the mic up there to that no chin, trying to figure out where his mouth was at.
Right.
Kind of looks like Beaker.
With a beard, though.
Well, that's why he's got the beard, I'm convinced. It's same with me. If I lose my facial hair, my chin vanishes.
Yeah, it is amazing.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's almost like your chin grows with the beard.
I had to consult with Teller to, figure out where to put the mirrors and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But no, so he's basically, X amount of years ago, because I'm not going to do the math real quick,
That's a lot of years.
said that, hey, we shouldn't change film because it's artwork. And what has he done ever since he was able to now?
Rubbed shit all over.
Yes. Oh, let's add fucking random dinosaurs because I can. And now let's add... God, it's so annoying.
Again, I think South Park summed this up so well. Like when they did the... I forgot what it was when they replace all the lightsabers with... I can't remember what. Or no, they replaced guns in the Indiana Jones movie.
In E.T. with flashlights.
That's what it was, yeah. So,
God, it's terrible.
yeah. So, yeah.
Kids are so subjected to... Shut up.
If they're so subjective to it, why did you even show me E.T.? Because I'm on the short list of people that thinks E.T. is a big pile of crap.
Whoa, slow down.
Hate the movie.
It gave us Reese's Pieces.
All right, I'll give you that because I love me some Reese's Pieces.
All right. If it's one thing, it gave us Reese's Pieces.
I actually thought you might go the Drew Barrymore route, and I was like, man, I hope he doesn't go that way.
No.
So, good enough.
No. Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
Far more important to Drew Barrymore.
True. All I want to know is why that alien was molesting the kid and no one has a problem with it. You know what I mean? And he was a fucking cross-dresser. You'd think all the people in the world that have issues with cross-dressing would have issues with this movie, but no one does. It's a wholesome family movie. There it is.
It sure looks like his neck gets a boner.
I'm
so
saying.
I don't know what people are talking about here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He has a flashlight for a heart.
I know what we're talking about. George Lucas is a scumbag. That's right.
That summed it up nicely.
Thank you.
Moving on. So as we always go out of our way to mention Netflix every episode,
Sure do.
because they should sponsor us.
Plug.
There's an article here that says that they expect 1 million fewer subscribers, and a lot of that has to do with losing stars and the savings that they're offering now. And by savings, I mean fucking people right up the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got the DVD and the streaming, like me,
Yeah.
where your cost went up 60%.
Assholes.
Yeah.
Now,
It also says their stocks have gone like 15% down since like last week.
that's why in my new little stock trading game I just started playing, I did not buy into Netflix with my imaginary money.
I like it.
But
You bought into like zombie survival kits, though, right?
fuck yeah, that shit's coming, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. Are you?
It's not really zombies. It's just that somehow Ethiopians are going to figure out how to get on boats,
Oh, boy, that's a problem. Well,
Yep.
they already have.
and they're
No,
going
it's
to
Somalians.
they're just going to take over the
Somali
world.
pirates.
Yep, they're just
Yeah.
going to take over the world that way.
Scary.
And be like going around the world, and
I could make some can't swim jokes, hence the boat, but I'll just
probably
leave
not
it
do
alone.
that. Yeah, I actually kind of feel bad about even putting the boat thing in there. Let's say they fly instead, because I feel pretty bad about the boat reference. I didn't even think about that one.
Neither did I.
Because I didn't mean it in that
until
way.
You brought it back up.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, if it wasn't racist, I made it racist.
Exactly.
Right. Fantastic
Like,
job.
oh yeah, he's right. That's funny.
Yeah.
No,
So they flew.
Sure.
They flew and took trains.
Yes.
Well, wait, not trains. I don't want to make any railroad jokes.
No, we're not talking about the Jews.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
What?
Wow.
Anywho.
Make sure you put @Tony in the subject line of any emails for that one.
What? I love the chosen people. But despite the stars thing, which is going to piss me off, because I love
seriously.
stars shit, I'm still going to subscribe.
Oh, me too.
Because Netflix is,
Listen, they just put Breaking Bad in there. That's a step in the right direction.
That too. But now, it's pretty much a daily thing where I flip on a TV and,
Drop your pants.
tie off the drop my pants, tie off the Netflix.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just
Yeah, and you're not alone. Tons of people do.
Yeah, it's almost to the point now that if there wasn't so many things on TV like football right now,
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd even have a cable.
Yeah, there's a lot of
program
people that
deal.
have done that.
I know. Well, Garrett, in the chatting we were doing, it's what he's doing.
Yeah,
they don't even have cable; they just Netflix and
A lot of
other
people.
random
Yeah, I would
shit.
say a lot of people have like Hulu and Netflix, and
Yep.
and there you go. And that covers a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention you've got apps now for stuff like the iPad and those kind of things from like NBC and ABC. They have their own, and you can stream the full episodes of TV shows right on your wireless type devices. So you don't even
internet. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's the end of the world. I'm telling you.
As we know it.
Mm-hmm. Al Gore started all this.
I feel fine.
Nice.
He sure did.
Damn him giving us the interwebs.
What was he thinking? Oh, I'm being super cereal.
Man, bear pig. Crikey. All right. The next follow-up is there's Archie Comics has announced that their character Kevin is the gay character that we talked about on one of the other ones.
That was an early episode.
I think that was the first episode.
Maybe.
One or two. Yeah. And they announced that this January he's going to get married. And on the surface, I was like, good for them. Because they're, like I said, we talked about before, I was under the impression that they were a pretty conservative...
That's what I thought,
like,
too.
Christian-owned type company and would not go down that road. But apparently they're open-minded about that, and good on them.
Right.
But then I thought about it a little more, and I was like, the problem I have here is that what they're going to do is they're going to introduce this character as gay. They're going to put him in one relationship, and that's going to be the relationship until whenever.
That's true.
And that bothers me a little bit. And I'm not saying gay people are more promiscuous or that they have, like, tons of partners.
Right.
But why not have this character experience, especially because, most of the characters are, like, teenage or early 20s or whatever.
Quote, unquote.
Have them go through a little bit of life with maybe different, people. But then again, Archie's had his two bitches forever.
Yeah, forever.
So, and Jughead.
Yeah, well,
Who will suck someone off for some cheeseburgers.
No, that's, is Jughead a cheeseburger? That's Wimpy.
I don't know, yeah, whatever.
I'll
same
gladly
character.
pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
I'll gladly give you a hand job now for a bologna sandwich.
Damn it, Wimpy was the crackhead of Popeye,
He
wasn't he?
was. He sure was.
I'll suck your dick. Cheeseburger.
Which is weird because Popeye is the one doing drugs through or doing something through a pipe.
That's true.
And yet Wimpy's the one that you'd really have to worry about.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. See, everything that goes through a pipe's not bad for you.
Yeah.
Popeye's getting tons of folic acid.
That's
and
right. Smoking that spinach,
He is.
quote unquote.
Nice.
Yeah. It's all making sense now.
How come no one ever had a problem with Popeye in that, but everyone had a problem with all the references in Scooby-Doo?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, and you never saw them taking anything in through a pipe.
Speaking of hand jobs, how about Popeye's forearms?
Exactly. He looks like, he could have some of that strength like that Hooker had in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Maybe.
Right? Wielding the fucking lawnmower shield.
Hey, I think it's sweet.
Yeah, well, I agree, but really? I mean, how's she going to wield that thing?
That's a good question.
I mean, most lawnmowers are pretty damn heavy unless they're like the little ones that blow bubbles as you're going across the
I'm
yard.
guessing she's puts it blade side out into her gaping vagina.
Nice.
Because it's probably got plenty of room.
It's true. The one that's always doing its Little Shop of Horrors impression. Feed me!
No, it is good for the, it's an interesting turn for the Archie comics, for sure. Especially because I think when we were talking about this, we're like, I wonder if he's ever going to get married or if he's even in a relationship.
Yeah, we actually never thought. I believe we both were kind of like doubtful that they would ever go down that road.
Yeah.
That they said they would, and we were like, yeah, but when's that going to happen?
Yeah,
so
we're like, bullshit.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Like I said, good on them for being open. And their statement here is actually pretty good. Talking about here's what their quote was. Kevin is an all-American teenager who just happens to be gay. We wanted it to be an important factor, yet it doesn't completely define him either. The reaction from the Riverdale gang is basically a non-reaction because Riverdale is an accepting and tolerant community where it's okay to be gay.
When you say Riverdale gang, it almost makes it sound badass until you realize it's Archie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they hung out with Punisher and Kiss.
That's true. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Damn it, Archie.
Yeah. I just want to know why the Punisher was there, and he had some weapons.
Oh, of course he did.
How does he miss that opportunity?
What was it? Was it just the van or whatever the hell it was called?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all he needs, man.
Yeah.
He didn't even need that. He just MacGyver up some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, or just break some necks. Those necks ain't very thick.
No, not at all. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing.
Yep.
For sure. What's next on the agenda, Brian?
The next one is a good follow-up to a shitty story from our last episode, right? We talked about
it was last episode.
Yeah, where we talked about the guy named Mike Meyer, who was the mentally handicapped guy who had a ton of his Superman stuff stolen by a dung beetle that he used to work with.
Dung beetle.
I
was going to say scumbag. Remember, it was like George Lucas?
Yeah, we don't want to confuse
No,
anybody.
we don't want to confuse them.
Yeah, George Lucas was like, I don't like Superman anymore.
I must commandeer all your Superman goods, handicap man.
But what has happened, as I honestly, I believe you or I or both of us mentioned, was that the comics community rallied around this guy to where...
Hey, you got to circle the wagons to protect your own sometimes.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
And the community's done all sorts of good stuff. Like they've set up, and I'll post the link to this in the event that anyone would like to help out. I'm actually, I'm thinking I'm going to do a little Superman art of some sort and send it to the guy.
I got nothing. I could send him pennies and gum. That's about it.
Man, I want to make a joke there. I'm not going to this time.
Favorite meal?
I'm leaving it alone this time. No, dude, it breaks your teeth. So,
yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, let's just not.
Let's just drop it.
It's
supposed to be a feel-good story,
It's supposed to be
damn
a
it.
feel-good story.
I'm fucking it up.
The hand job one was a feel-good story. All right.
Oh,
anyways,
my.
So the guy, local comic shop started accepting donations of things, and they actually had a list published online of what had been donated to try to keep, so it wouldn't be a bunch of duplicates of the same thing.
Yeah, he doesn't need 18 white wrapped Return to Superman things that everyone's like, thank God I can get rid of this.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that.
I'll send it to that schlep.
But yeah, and there's a variety of artists who've also donated like original artwork to him and stuff. And
that's probably cool as shit.
Yeah, and there's actually one that I showed you that again I'll put a link up for everybody to have a look-see at. This is pretty cool. One artist actually drew Superman up in the air, and I think he's like standing on the ground, but he's in like a Superman costume also, and it was pretty cool, to put that touch in there as well. I think that was pretty sweet. So, yeah, that one's definitely the kind of follow-up that you like. Unfortunately, I still haven't read anything about them catching the asshat that stole that shit.
Unfortunately, they probably won't. It's one of those things. Despite the fact he got away with probably a moving van full of Superman shit, they can't figure it out.
Yep. Hopefully, the guy who stole that stuff will get a hemorrhoid that he just can't scratch enough.
Yes.
That just burns incessantly.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Isn't it?
Yummy.
Oh, man.
All right, so you said, oh, no, we already told the Apple story. What am I doing?
Yeah, that amazing earbuds of Apple. It's fascinating.
Yep. That is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, boy. How about that, the return of football, Brian?
Oh, so happy.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. Thought my Lions were about to shit the bed on themselves, though. Thought they almost gave the game back to the Tampa Bay Bucks.
You know what I was amazed by? Because I'm like...
Did Stafford stayed on the field the whole game?
That, too. No, I was amazed because I'm like, oh, me Chicago Bears against the Falcons. There's a loss.
Oh, man, they paced
And
them.
they just pasted it.
Yeah.
Man, it was great.
Yeah.
Like, wow, we're dead. NFC North, except for the stupid Vikings coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, they were, and in the NFC South, that everyone's, this might be the best division in football. 0-3 against the North. I was like, that's right, son.
I don't think I laughed harder at the Colts.
Ooh, man.
Oh, God.
Brutal. Well, I read something the other day because there's been a lot of analysts that have just crushed the Colts for not having a better backup for Peyton Manning.
Right.
And Bill Polian, or not Bill Polian, sorry. I can't think of the guy's name now. The GM of the Colts. He,
I think his name's Ted Colt.
You're correct. So Ted Colt has said that he has had talks with veteran quarterbacks for to back up Manning.
Right.
But they basically said that they don't want to take the job because they understand that taking that job means they're going to stand there and hold a clipboard, and that's all they're going to do. And I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah.
That's the best job in all of football, man.
Like, oh, Manning took us to the Super Bowl win. I get a ring?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Score. Oh, what's that? I have to jog out every once in a while to, hold a football for the kicker?
Yeah.
Darn.
Yeah, shucks.
Oof. Tough job.
I don't get face planted at play after play?
Yeah.
All right.
No shit. All I got to do is wear, a fancy, new hat every week and hold a clipboard. Oh,
that's a problem.
I have carpal tunnel from holding the clipboard. Whatever. And and I'm gonna make $1 million. Oh, damn.
Yeah, shucks.
Whoa. Ugh.
Until the inevitable. Manning's hurt. You got to go in. Oh shit.
Yeah, and it'll be against some brutal defense.
What do I do?
Yeah. It'll be against like the Ravens or something. Oh man, it's what did you just fake a knee injury on the first play? Ow, my knee.
Got freaking Ray Lewis over there doing the New Zealand rugby team.
Yeah.
Maori warrior chant.
No shit. He's staring me down. If he even gets close to me, I'm just gonna fall on the ground. Throw the ball off to the side and just lay down. Fantastic.
Oh my.
How about all the records this week? Did you see? Like there were what was it, like 8 kick returns this week?
Yeah.
There was like the most passing yards in 1 week in NFL history. Mule leg from the Raiders kicked that 63-yard field goal,
tying the record.
Which is odd though. Did you see the Raiders are trying to appeal to the league that there was a bad spot and it should be a 64-yard field goal?
Really?
And I'm like, he didn't kick it 64. Now, granted, he did.
Yeah.
But it's still the idea that he didn't because where they put the ball was 63, I guess.
Yeah.
So
that what do you
it's
want?
63, yeah, and that's what the league's going to tell him. But whatever.
All they said when in practice, he drills like 80-yarders consistently.
They were and again, he was kicking in Denver.
Yeah,
thinner air.
Thinner air.
And when Elam kicked it, he kicked for Denver. So 2 of the 3 times that a 63-yard field goal has been kicked, it's been in Denver.
And then the other guy was half a foot with like a cinder block in the shoe.
Yes.
Half-foot arm. That guy was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Did you listen to more stories when he's talking about Deacon Jones?
Yes.
You're a real man, aren't you? He just fucks him up. Oh, that was a great one.
Yeah, seriously, if you want a good, funny podcast, after you're done listening to us, go grab more stories.
But make sure you got time, because
they're
dude
pretty
can
long.
Talk.
Yeah, that's more MOHR stories.
It's J Moore.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're on iTunes, if you type in Smodcast, it'll come up under the Smodcast Network.
Smodcast Network.
Mm-hmm. I just couldn't get over all the dang records this week, though. There was a lot
wild.
Yeah, except for like running backs. Yeah. There wasn't a lot of good running this week.
Not really.
So,
although I was like, oh God, I just drew a complete blank. Steven Jackson.
Yeah.
When I watched him bust that one run, I'm like, oh, I could have had him on my fantasy team, but I picked someone else.
But
then
smart.
Didn't he jack himself up a little bit?
He pulled his hammy, and you know your luck with Steven Jackson.
Dude, my luck of any top tier quarterback, running back.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Madden curse of top tier running backs.
That's why it's hilarious that you have Peyton Hillis.
Yeah,
because Peyton Hillis is on the.
Well,
cover
you saw
of
when
Madden.
I drafted him, I went no Madden curses here.
That's
Maybe
part of the
I
reason I didn't keep him.
it.
Yeah,
Like you get a poison, you hit it with a better poison, and they kill each other, kind of?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you. We'll find out this week 'cause he's against the Colts.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God, the Colts, defense seems to be like running through a piece of paper.
Well, once again, they're like, oh, what do we do?
Yeah.
I pictured their locker rooms just on fire, just people running around.
Just crying the whole time. Yeah. It's a damn mess.
It is. Kind of makes me laugh, though.
I'll be honest. Yeah. I didn't think Kerry Collins was going to be that bad, though.
He was terrible.
I figured, he might be a little rusty and stuff, but it's not like he didn't play last year.
Yeah.
He played last year, and I was like, well, maybe there's a reason he retired, and
is right.
It's interesting, though, to go after any quarterback, and they picked Kerry Collins. You would have thought, honestly, that they would have tried Brett Favre. As much as I don't want that, you would have thought they would have really tried hard to get him.
I bet you when the talks were, oh, Manning's going to be out because of neck, blah, 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 Favre was just staring at his phone.
Mm-hmm. Deciding whether or not he should pick it up.
Yeah, probably.
Probably still deciding.
Probably, yeah. Well, he's deciding if he wants to pick it up to snap, pictures of his tiny penis or call the Colts. He can't make up his mind.
Yeah, he accidentally forwards them a picture of his dick.
Yeah, whoops. It's got a Colts logo on it.
They send him a text back, and they're like, so you're saying you're available?
They're like, well, he dyed his pubes Colts blue. He seems pretty committed.
But George Lucas intercepts it and turns it into a lightsaber or something.
Of course. Asshole.
Oh, sweet Jeebus.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah.
Scumbag Lucas.
Oh, man. It's
that
amazing.
Needs to be a shirt, too.
I'm waiting for, stormtroopers to drop down on my roof. At any time.
Through the window.
Yeah.
It's all right. From what I've seen in the movies, they can't shoot for shit, so we're good.
True. You're right.
Yeah. And I got a lightsaber app on my phone. I can hook us up.
That'll probably scare them off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll pretend like I can make Chewbacca noises. Maybe that'll frighten them. Or either that, or I'll just, hold my hands like guns and pew, 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 pew.
I could take my shirt off and it would look like Chewbacca's here, so. I just need that cool metal belt thingy.
That could be worse. At least it's not like, you're just saying, I'd take my shirt off and it looked like Leia's here.
True. I do have the metal bikini on right now. Sexy.
Or I guess the worst would be, I take my shirt off and it looks like Jabba's here.
Oh, my. Well, if I got that little creature off to my side. That little guy.
God, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Salacious Crumb?
Dude, you might be right.
Ooh.
If you pulled that off, I'm sure someone will let us know. Because I'm not about to Google it.
Yeah,
but I think you're right.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Wow.
That dude's fantastic.
Man, Star Wars Trivial Pursuit night here at the Shameless Plug Studios.
That is not a game that you ever want me as your partner in. I played it a couple times. I am, as Charles Barkley would say, terrible. Because a lot of those questions they're fucking way down there. How many dots does an X-Wing have on its left wing?
How many square meters is the interior cargo hold of an AT-AT?
Yeah. 4?
Oh.
Damn it. Because of that, George Lucas now owns your life, and he's decided to alter your face. Damn it. DreamWorks. Industrial Light and Magic. Yep. It's amazing that a man that's contributed so much to the movie world also tries to take it away, isn't it?
He sure does.
I mean, he's given us, what is it? The surround sound whatnot.
Yep,
They've
the
given us the IL.
THX.
Yeah, THX, that's it. The ILM,
See, it's
somehow he's not responsible for Avatar.
The problem is George Lucas never had an Uncle Ben. Because with great power comes great responsibility.
Dude, have you seen? There's a one of those things where they take a picture and then someone captions it, and it shows from the Spider-Man movie. It shows J. Jonah Jameson, and he was like,
I think I've seen
the one with Peter Parker. And he's like, "Hey, what's my favorite kind of rice?" And then he goes, "Uncle Ben." Ha ha ha.
The picture of Peter Parker's all like defeated and sad looking. I've seen that.
Yep.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it. And I'll throw it onto Tumblr.
Yeah.
Because then you have to go there.
You fiend.
What? Or you can just Google search, probably find it yourself. I mean, the Tumblr.
The only place to find it.
Exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. There's no such thing as exclusive on the internet.
Not on the internet. It just has Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, no shit.
Oof.
Real quick. So I got a real quick thing about that.
Great ass?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say, first of all, I don't know how the internet didn't blow up yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's the end of all things.
Yeah.
People have been waiting for, titty pics of her for years.
Ever.
Yeah. So there they are. Here we are.
Mm.
The funniest part was I was like, did you hear about how, like, the FBI has, like, an investigation going on?
You know they do.
Yeah. They're like, there's got to be more.
They're calling up acid burn and
No
crash
shit.
override from hackers.
Oh,
we need to
man.
get in here.
But so the FBI is investigating this because apparently there's a group of hackers that have found their way into a variety of like actresses' phones, like Mila Kunis
I heard
and
about that
her,
one,
and
yeah.
I forgot that one girl who was like underage or whatever, Vanessa Hudgens or whatever her name is. She was in like the Disney TV show things, the High School Musical, I guess. But so
it's probably the broad with the beak. Looks
Okay.
like a pterodactyl.
I don't sure. We'll go with yeah.
All
In
right.
fact, let's just pretend she does have a beak.
All right.
Because that'll make it funnier.
So we got Scarlett Johansson, Mila Kunis, pterodactyl girl.
Yes.
All right.
One of these things is not like the other. Anywho, so and I'm sitting there going, when I first read that, like I'm reading this and it says the FBI is investigating and that they're cooperating, but her rep would not confirm or deny that those pictures were of her, and I'm like, how exactly does this work? Like, otherwise, why is she talking to the FBI who's currently investigating?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, The other question is, someone should probably be like, I think I figured out who it is. See, what it is, you've got, like, Ryan Reynolds and, like, Justin Timberlake. They're probably the ones spreading these to everybody.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's like, oops, I thought I was just posting my dick in a box video.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Whoops-a-daisy, and here goes some various nudie pics.
Now,
Shucks.
I bet you her
And the
big
world's
problem
better
is she could have made probably
Way-
a couple $1 million on being like, all right, I'll put my boobies out in this movie.
Yeah.
But now it's all over the internet.
Well, yeah, like Halle Berry. After
Yeah.
she won her Oscar, and they were like, I forgot, for Swordfish.
Yeah.
It was before she won her Oscar, I think, wasn't it?
I think so. She won her Oscar for what? Monster,
Monsters,
right?
Or
Yeah, Monster. Billy Ray.
was
Billy
that Monster?
Bob.
I thought it was Monsters Ball.
Yeah, you're right. Monster's Ball.
Okay. Anyways, so she was like, okay, well, I'll get my fun bags out, but it's going to cost you like an extra. I think it was like $20,000 or $25,000, and they were like done.
Yeah.
And that at any point, I'm sure that Scarlett Johansson could have called Playboy and been like, hey, I want to get my kit off, or I want to take my kit off. How much are you guys going to give me? And they're like, all of it.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Now, on a completely different tangent, but speaking of random nudity,
Fair enough.
did you by chance see that crazy picture of the woman from Google Earth before Google nixed it out of existence?
The one where she's like flashing the camera or whatever?
No, it's some like Opie Radio on
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah.
He tweeted a picture. It's just
Yeah.
some woman out back like washing herself with a jug of water.
Yes. Do you know what the fuck? There's like websites dedicated to those
The
things,
Street View shit. Some
Yeah.
of their, well,
which is
if
fucking hilarious.
anyone in the near future, whenever they upload new images, Street Views Toledo, I'll be on there 1,000,000 times because I can't tell you how many times I drove by that car with the same guy driving it. I've seen it everywhere.
What you need to do is figure out how to get your picture like while you're going past it and have like the same pose in every one.
That would be fantastic.
or something to that effect, like you're eating a Snickers bar in every one, or
Top hat monocle.
yes, double monocle.
Double monocle.
And that's salty language for this week. I'm Brian.
Enjoy. I'm Tony.
Have a beer, you'll be fine.
That's right, damn it.